Well, hello, and welcome to the first episode of Multiplayer with Disturbed Simulations here on the Western Wilds. So, we are going to get right into it and build our little farmyard. The money at the minute, just ignore that. We're building everything first, getting equipment sorted, and then it'll be dropped right down. So, let's crack on. First one we want is we need somewhere to to sleep. So we're going to use this little plot here. I think right in the corner by the trees. Lovely, brilliant. Next one we need a shed. So as we are on an Alien Gym map, we are going to go for one of Alien Gym's self-constructing vehicle shelters. So I think around there for that. Lovely. Next one is a silo, and I think for ease we're going to go with that
You don't hang about,
there.
do you? I forgot the push to talk button already.
I didn't think it'd take long.
I actually pressed the wrong button. So, you know, but I can't use that. I pressed the control key and I can't use that because when I get around to remapping keys eventually, that's the key I remap a lot of stuff with.
Oh, so yeah, I didn't think it'd take long before we forgot the push to talk.
Because you just forgot it then, didn't you?
No, no, not at all. Honest. That's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Excellent. And for this one, these are very clever. Right, let's have a quick look.
Alien Gym stuff is really cool, isn't it? How those sheds build.
It is. I was just saying that, and they're a lot bigger than they look
Yeah.
in the pack as well.
Did we say we were going to have a silo as well? I can't remember.
I, I've got one.
Then we're having a silo, I guess.
Have you got any money? John a loan?
I've still got some money.
Okay, that's all right then. Just checking.
Because Kartek is in charge and running the game, he can cheat and use power tools, and I can't. I have to ask him to send me money.
But I won't cheat. Honest. Hashtag Team Blue.
Yeah. I've just realised I should have probably been using the red sheds, but oh well. I like the rustic stone colour ones.
Yeah, I did look. I don't know. I wonder if you could change the colours on the red ones. I know on some you can, can't you? But hey, never mind. Right, need to do some painting. Back in a minute.
Have fun.
So let's work out where we want our yard to start. So we can always enter from this direction, so we want a nice pad down here. And yes, make that bigger. I don't want to use too much of the land up, but at the same time, we want it to feel like home for a while. Give ourselves plenty of space around. Okay, happy with that. We'll probably do a bit round the back here as well. What we don't want to do is eat too much into our plot of land, because we need some fields.
The
Hopefully,
house is tiny.
I thought we were sharing.
I am not sharing a room with you. We spoke about this. It's not happening. I need my own coffee pot and my own bed.
Oh dear, I didn't want to think we had rehearsed this.
There is one slight problem with that I need my own bed bit. There's no bed in there.
Actually, look, chat. Let's have a wander over. Oh, yeah. It's a chessboard, though.
Yeah, and I guess you can sleep in one of those ever so comfy chairs.
Yeah. They're not looking, they're basic, aren't they?
Compact and bijou.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Right, I think that is a decent setup. For now, we need to get some of our kit moved, and yeah, we'll get into a bit of marking out of our field, I think. Yeah, sound is something that I've struggled with, and it did take us a fair old while, didn't it? So I've just had it pointed out to me that
The guys who do a lot of this kind of stuff, hats off to you that you can actually do this stuff moderately professionally, because it's been really hard work.
thank you, moderately professionally. That's very good of you to say. I forgot to push to talk again.
No comment. I've built my farm so close to the edge of my plot of land that I can't actually paint some of it.
So that is our detail point and tool kit repair station box thing in position. So now I'm quite happy with that, I think. So we need to put some diesel in. Or do we put diesel in? Are we putting any diesel in the tank to start off with, or are we going to have to earn some money to do that?
We did say we would fill it, didn't we?
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check, so I'm not accused of cheating.
I will accuse you of cheating anyway, but you know.
Thanks very much. Okay.
But if I don't win, clearly you cheated.
Oh, is that the line? Is that the line you're going for? Is it? I didn't win. Kartek cheated.
Definitely.
Right. Well, at least we know how it is to start off with.
That is a really much bigger shed than I expected, and I have the most random view through the windows of it of the lawnmower on the roof of the container.
It's a lawnmower. Hold
Yeah,
on, I'm just in my combine.
On the roof of the container. I suppose I should start putting stuff away now, shouldn't I? Because otherwise you're going to embarrass me by being all neat.
Well, oh, tree. No, we missed it. I need to get round and have a look at this lawnmower. Oh yeah, I hadn't spotted that before. And there's something else as well. Is it a generator and a watering can?
Maybe. I'm a bit far away from it to see now.
Oh, there is. Yeah, generator and watering can and a little lawnmower. Very nicely detailed as well, to be fair. So, let's get these put away.
Kartek, what's the name of the cedar again?
Saying it because I'll just end up laughing.
But I've forgotten.
It's well, mine's a blue one, yours is a red one.
it's a European branded seeder, which happens to be a direct drill, which is very useful. And at some point, I will catch him saying it.
No, not saying it. Going to be good. I think we're not going to need the combine for a while, so that can go in here. So let's get everything in the shed and catch back in a minute. Handy little cut through there between the silo and the shed.
The other thing that we forgot to do, which we can do afterwards, is we need to make all these machines old so they're worthless, so we can't sell them and cheat.
Yes, that is a very good point, actually. I'd forgotten about that.
I'd forgotten about that as well. We were both just really keen to crack on and actually get some stuff done.
Yes, exactly. I think what we'll do then is I'm just moving my my seeder.
Your seeder, your
jockey.
Yeah.
We'll move everything back, and then if we have a little break for a couple of seconds, and then we can sort out age and everything, and
or we can just do it afterwards, because neither of us are going to sell stuff straight away, are we? So
no, true.
I think we can do that in the week between videos.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds like a plan.
I'm pretty much sorted.
Yeah, I'm just messing up, putting my drill away, but other than that, I am about done too. There we go, done.
It's a very nice looking little yard. You've gone more compact than I have. I've kind of spread myself out a little bit.
Thinking ahead. More land, more field.
Yeah. You're going to spend the next 3 days ploughing the entire plot of land into a giant field, aren't you?
No. Honest. Right, let's grab our plough and we can have a little think about where we want to put our field. Before we do that though, let's go and visit the neighbour, see what he's up to. Oh.
I'm done.
And me.
Do we want to start doing some field work, or do we want to call this a video for today?
I don't think... I'm not sure. It's up to you. I've got plenty of time. We can...
Okay.
Have you rolled your intro yet, or do you want to go ahead and do that?
No, I just went straight into at the moment 18-minute video of me building and rambling on about stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm still recording at the moment as well, just so you're aware.
Yeah, no, same.
So yeah, I think we maybe just crack on.
Let's get some ploughing done
and do a little bit more and see how we go. I guess maybe if we stick it up to 5 times now. Because the plan is to run on 5 times and then see how we get on in the next, 45 minutes or so.
Yeah, let's crack on.
Awesome.
Speak to you in a bit.
Let's get to work.
So that sounds like a very good plan. Let's head back over and into our International. So this is the International 1586. It's got... Let's have a look. 179 horsepower. It's a cracking little tractor so far. So, what I think we're going to do is, for now, we're going to get some GPS set, because with how this is going to work its way out, I want to keep our border reasonably straight. So, not a bad size plough. Go from here. We can always paint over if we need to.
We need to sort the money out, I guess, before we get too far in. I guess if we send the excess to the third farm.
Yes, not a bad shout.
So we have a third farm, and the plan is to be able to use that to paint driveways and stuff into our farm. They should, in theory, own well, they will own field 15, but I think that's a good way for us to dump the catch.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've got everything I need. Although, you know how we were pushing it with this plough?
Yeah, is it not so good?
It takes a while to get there. Let's put it that way.
Okay, you
So
might
that might
you
have to be
might
a
want
change, but hey,
you might want to switch to manual gear shifting. That would probably sort it.
don't know about that. Maybe. Right, let's dump
It's
some
what I
cash.
found. I found when the tractor's marginal, if you switch to manual gear shifting, particularly on these older tractors, it works better.
Oh, okay. Might give that a go. See how we get on. So, let's just stop the engine a minute and let's dump some cash. So, I need to remember how to do this. So, there we go. Transfer money to farm. Capital.
So I've done it, and I am just under 10,000. I'm not. If I lose by £18, I will complain. But at this point, I'm not going to complain.
Well, mine's still at 86, so I'm going to knock a bit more off.
Cheating already.
Let's get this. So, we need to transfer 70. No, more. There we go. We're within a fiver. No! I transferred too much.
Oh well.
I lose by 5 grand.
It just jump back into the other farm, or actually, I'll jump into the other farm and I'll move it across for you.
So we should, in a minute, see our money jump up by 5 grand. Hopefully, if he's feeling generous. Let's see how this tractor does.
Don't seem to be able to send money, which is kind of weird. I guess because I'm not a farm manager, you might need to do it.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's a fair point. Let me have a look.
We're both pretty new at multiplayer, so we're both going to make mistakes like that.
Here. There we go. 9,987. Close enough?
We're within a fiver of each other, so unless it's really close at the end, I'm happy with that.
Perfect. Right, I'm cracking on with this ploughing. He says at 5 mile an hour.
I'm trying to. I don't seem to be able to select create fields.
This, hold on. Let's just check something. So you are. Ah, yeah. So whenever you,
It's Y to create fields,
there you
isn't
go.
it?
No, it's because when you jumped out the farm, you lose your permissions. So I've just reassigned them. You should be able to do it now. Forgot to put push to talk again. I've reassigned your permissions on farm manager to farm manager. When you left the farm, it deleted them.
Yep, that's changed it back. That's really weird. Thank you.
Problem. So, it's a decent sized field this is going to be. I don't know whether to go the whole way for now. Maybe halfway, and we'll see how long that takes us. We have got a decent sized combine, in fact, so we could do a big field, but it's just how long it actually takes to do it. So let's, if I can remember how to, there we go, rotate and move our GPS line.
I see what you mean about the slow ploughing. I'm doing 3 miles an hour.
It kind of gets to 5, I've found. 4 or 5.
Yeah, I've just changed gear. I think definitely manual gears will help with this, so I think I'm going to try that.
04 I'm in, and it seems to go at a steady pace.
We go. Yeah, low 4 is getting me about 5 to 6 miles an hour, which is tolerable for ploughing.
Yeah, I blip to 6 every now and again. Looking at the size of this field, we are going to be in a decent position. I don't want to go right up to the border, but I think about there. So spin that round now, and pass back down the other way. Raz in this. There we go. It's working rather well. So the challenge on here is for the first person that gets to £1 million. Now, we have no idea how quick we're going to progress.
Do we have lime on or off?
Off for now.
Excellent.
We've got crop destruction off, ploughing on, fieldstones off, lime off, weeds off.
Oh, arcade mode.
Yes, easy.
Yeah, combined with the so we've got I don't know if you've said, Kartik, we've got the fast crop growth geo on, and we've got the fixed crop prices as well. So we're really are cheaty.
Yeah. No, I was just explaining about the £1 million, and it will be reviewed if we get there massively quick.
Yeah. I'd mentioned the million. I would if I keep forgetting push to talk. I'd mentioned the million. I'd not mentioned that, if we get there within a few videos somehow, that we will review it and extend it, because we don't want this to be a 2 or 3 video series.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big field you're ploughing over there.
I think you were spying on me.
Now I can see you. I can see you over the top of the buildings, which is what we wanted.
I think you'll see this from space, this field. The plots, actually, when you start to mark it out,
are not as big as you think.
Exactly, yeah. And I need to get a chainsaw.
Yeah, I realised that the first field that I'm putting in, which is quite a bit smaller than yours, has a tree in the middle of it.
Yeah, I've got two, like a tree, and they're not
I might just
massive.
I might just make a feature of it, you know?
Yeah, leave it in for comedy value.
Yeah, for me crashing into. I have already crashed several times on several things and have been rescued once with Cartex Cheaty Super Strength.
Yeah, so that's that's actually a fair point, isn't it? I'm the only one that's got super strength for some reason.
Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
mentioned that already, that you're basically cheating.
yeah,
You'll
you have
spot a
mentioned the
theme in
cheating.
what I
Yeah.
say.
Oh dear. I'm. I, th- I think. Yeah, this is a big old field. Might have shot myself in the foot here.
So I'm going for two slightly smaller fields initially, with some early tactical thinking about what I'm going to try and achieve.
I've actually put thought into this.
Only while we've been messing about trying to set up all the problems.
Oh, well, I don't know what I'm gonna plant, but I've got an idea, but we'll see.
Poplar. Plant lots of poplar.
Hey. Oh dear. So
I'm kind of thinking eventually that I might diversify beyond, the basics. But at the moment, we've both got a seeder and a combine with a normal header, so it kind of limits what we can do unless you want to instantly start spending money.
got any to spend?
Actually, I guess the one thing we haven't spoken about, and it's that kind of the old boy speculate to accumulate. Are we allowed to borrow money, or do we have to stick with the no loan? Obviously, the loan would count against you in your £1,000,000, but could you borrow money to upgrade or buy more land?
Um, I
Or
guess.
do we ask people who are watching if they think we should be able to borrow money?
I think that's a very good idea. Yes. Audience participation.
Yeah, I mean, we do want to try and have a little bit of audience participation in how we progress this. So I think, yeah, comment in mine or Cartex videos if you think we should be allowed to borrow money.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan, and we'll go with the majority. That's what normally a vote is, isn't it?
Well, we could do that, or we could just decide to ignore it. And, this is not always a democracy.
Get out of my head. I was literally about to say that. At what point did this become a democracy? Yeah.
You must have noticed the role that I gave myself on my Discord.
Overlord.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a democracy.
He's not in charge here.
This side of the road I am.
Yeah, let on your own little plot. Prince of his plot.
That is a hell of a field you've got to plough in there.
Yeah. That's another point, actually, to make clear to everybody, is that we are going to limit this to when we're recording, aren't we? We can't jump on of an evening and do a bit.
Definitely. It's so the plan I think we've got is that normally we will play the whole day on 5 times, and we're probably going to try and record for about 2 hours a week, something like that.
Yeah.
So that does definitely limit. One of us can't sneak on and stick it on half time and then just go and plough and plant their entire plot of land. There is a time element involved.
There is, yes, and I may have forgot that.
Oh well.
Never mind.
It's a balance, isn't it? Because you're probably going to get a much bigger crop off once you get it, and because the crops grow so quickly, I have no idea if it's better to spend an extra day ploughing and planting a huge field versus a slightly smaller field and getting it in the ground quicker.
Yeah, well, we'll see, won't we? We've gone for different tactics, so
Yeah.
we'll see which one was the right one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm moderately optimistic that before we finish, I might actually get some planting done.
Ah, now you're just rubbing it in. I can
Because
plant. I can plant one strip round the outside of a field.
yeah, I'm probably halfway through this field.
I don't even want to guess how not far I'm through mine.
So you were thinking you were on Calmsden with your giant tractors, and like, having one tractor actually is really kind of a weird limitation that I haven't had to worry about for quite a long time.
Yeah, same. I mean, oh, you know what might help? GPS. There we go. I think because starting on Calmsden, as you know, we've both done. We've got setups already there, although they were slightly tweaked. But yeah, this is like a proper start from almost scratch, isn't it? And
It's almost survival like, but not quite. You know, we've got not a lot of money. We've got some. You know, the combine we've both got is a really nice combine, and that was purely because it was a really nice looking mod that came out, I think, the day before we started to actually plan this.
yeah, it wasn't far off, was it? Same with the tractor as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
released.
actually, I think if this hadn't come
Yeah.
out, we'd one. I was probably going to suggest something more modern, but actually, I love this old case tractor. So
It does fit well, and it's actually not too bad, is it? Really, takes a front loader, decent amount of horsepower, decent speed. So
yeah, lots of wheel options, as we found out as we were trying to
yeah,
decide what to buy. And I'm quite happy that, you know, ploughing at 6 miles an hour is absolutely fine. We're both pretty close to the store, so if we do need to get stuff, it's not too far. It's just over the back there, and I think most of the sub points are over there as well, aren't they?
yes, I think they are actually.
So I don't know if you've mentioned or even remembered, the other thing that I did as I was editing the map is I made the gold worthless so that we can't decide to go off and become gold prospectors and find the gold bars, which were 50 grand each, and are now worth 0.
Oh, I didn't mention that, and I had forgotten. Did you spot the nugget on top of the slurry tank pit thing?
I didn't know.
And have you seen the slurry tank pit thing?
Is that over by the old farm?
No, it's over by the store. No, it's not. I can't remember. I did it in the fly through. It actually spins round and rotates.
Oh wow! I completely missed that. I haven't toured very much of the map. I had a look at the old farmyard, and I actually, when I was looking around, I brought it because I wondered whether it might be like one of those cool alien gym things where if you buy it, it turns into an actual farm.
Oh yeah, you can like do it up and get rid of all the stuff. Yeah.
Like you could on was it Lucas Island? He had one of his later maps on 19. But no,
Sure,
it doesn't.
actually.
It just stays. I think you can sell them. So if you buy the plot of land, you can sell it off and renovate the farm. But you can't repair them. So.
Okay. I remember on 19 there were various different maps, so I can't remember who by, that had you started with the farm, but you had to like clear the debris and stuff around the farm.
So there was, I think, on 6 Ashes from GB, there was all of the stuff in the barn that blocked the starter kit that you had to sell.
That.
And then
Yeah, that might have been it.
Yeah, Aliens Jim's last one, which was the island one. You had to renovate the buildings by cutting down trees. I think. I didn't play that one, but I remember watching Mr. CDP and Daggerwin do it.
Yeah, it was Spectacle Island.
That's the one. Lucas Island was CAS 64, I think.
Yeah.
Missed a bit.
I did as well.
But it's only a tiny bit, but it's really frustrating. I reckon I've got about 4 more rows, and I'm going to grab the planter and try and get a sneaky lead with an early cash crop in.
This is just not acceptable. Doesn't all have to be one crop though, does it?
No,
see?
No. That's
See?
why I was doing 2 fields, so that I can... Because I guess you could run around and plant your headland with something.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
That is huge. You have literally gone for the whole plot of land, haven't you?
Near enough, yeah.
I'm sure you said that you weren't going to do that.
I know, but then I got into it and I thought, we've got a decent sized combine.
Yeah, true.
And
very true.
It's right next to the silo to cart to, so...
Yeah. And
why
to
not?
be honest, you can just sell straight off the field with how we've got the game set up anyway.
Well, exactly, yeah, of course we've got the fixed crop prices, haven't we?
Yeah, it might be the first time actually that I try, because we haven't got course player or auto drive or anything, I might try using a base game worker to sell it. And
oh, that's not a bad shout, actually,
do the loop while combining.
Yeah, not a
I've been
bad
playing
idea.
with them a little bit, testing some of the mods that I've had released, and it works quite well actually. It works quite well on Elm Creek, where Giants have got a really well-defined road network. But it'd be interesting to see how well it works on here when it's got to work out how to get from the road across to the field.
Yeah. I used it on Calmsden, I think, before I put in the auto drive course. There's one, I think it's field 30, that's right near the sell point, and it just so happened that I'm talking to myself. Goodness
so you let go of push to talk. I'm basically spending half of the time holding down the push to talk key.
Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So Calmsden, I did it on. I got a contract going on field 30, I think it was, and the sell point was the one right next to it. So I got the worker to sit, wait, deliver, and it works quite well, to be fair. I wouldn't want to try it if it was miles away from the field, though, I don't think.
No, I've done very little with it because I'm grumpy and old, and I know auto drive works. And I know courseplay works, so I use auto drive and courseplay if I really want to automate stuff like that. It would probably be easier to quickly use the base game built-in workers for some stuff, but...
Yeah, I think they struggle, though, sometimes.
Well,
they do, and sometimes it won't even... Depending on what you're using, it won't even... It just says it doesn't want to work, or stop working.
Yeah, and I have tried it, actually. I've tried it a few times on Obaleron to move stuff around the map if I've been doing contracts and things, or I've driven off to deliver something and need to get kit back to the farm. And it'll go about 3 feet and go, blocked by object.
Yeah.
And there's nothing there to block it. So that's kind of frustrating.
I was always, not sceptical of auto drive, because it's not cheaty, I suppose, but I do like doing a lot of it myself, but sometimes it is just invaluable. Makes things so much quicker.
Yeah, I think sometimes it helps with, certainly getting nice videos, and sometimes just enjoyable gameplay, because if you're using a forage harvester, if you can get it so auto drive does a half decent job of carting for you on that, you can actually use the forage harvester.
Yeah, use the kit that you've got. Yeah, definitely.
Rather than having to have a worker on the forage harvester, or use courseplay with the forage harvester, you can actually do the more interesting job.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I think I'm going to do now...
Time to get the seeder going, I think.
Oh, he's rubbing it in. Get you. I've changed the plan.
That looks like it's going to be a much more sensible size first field.
Yep. I want to get something in the ground today. So what we'll do is we're going to split this field up, I think, and we'll try and get something in the ground today, and then decide whether we are going to leave a grass verge between the fields or just crack on and make a massive one.
We're going to use our Cocklinger jockey to plant some crops.
You put push to talk on purpose then, didn't you?
No, not at all.
Oh dear, it's like children.
Yep, pretty much. We're playing computer games, you know?
What's that, yeah.
Sorry, we're playing a simulation.
Yeah, it doesn't say farming game, it says farming simulator.
It does. The tractor is not overly happy with the seeder. It's doing about the same sort of 6 to 7 miles an hour. Which
really?
is tolerable. Yeah, it's tolerable, but might be because I don't know if I'm going uphill. But
it's pretty flat. Have you got the bumpy side?
I think I have been penalised with the worst side of the map.
To be fair,
again,
you did just go off and buy it.
And your point is?
It's 16.
It's, you know, actually, it's not that bad. But yeah, the tractor's doing about 8 miles an hour now. So I think I was going ever so slightly uphill. And we are kind of on the limit of power for the tractor versus the kit that we've got at the moment.
It's, let's have a look, actually. Seeders. 160 horsepower it needs.
And
we're
170.
179?
Yeah.
179.
It's working well enough, you know.
Yeah, can't complain.
I think I will very quickly have the first crop in the ground. You know, I think I've basically won already because you're still ploughing that monstrous thing over there, and I'm on my 3rd row of planting crop, you know.
I've only got another so many passes before I can start seeding.
I suspect actually your first part of your field is going to be a very similar size to what I've got.
Yeah, it kind of worked with just splitting the where I put the bit of a dog leg in, so I thought I'd go with that.
So yeah, my plan is to have 2 similar size fields. I might actually, the other one I might do bigger because we're going to have a day or so with these growing. I might do a bigger field the other side. I'm going to need a chainsaw though because there's a lot of trees in there.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about a chainsaw, to be fair. It's we might also need lumberjack, unless you want to buy a stump grinder.
No, I think lumberjack mod might be a good idea because then I might just destroy the trees.
Very green of you.
Yeah. In my environmentally friendly tractor throwing black smoke everywhere, I think cutting down a couple of tiny trees is the least of the problems.
Yeah.
Spike there.
Yeah, it was me going into the cab on the tractor.
Ah.
Funnily enough, who'd have thought?
That's weird. I guess that's because you're capable of hosting, whereas my laptop is really not capable of hosting, so I can't complain too much.
I haven't seen the output of the video yet. We'll have to see how laggy it is.
Yeah, hopefully it'll come out okay. And the whole reason that we got less time than we expected to record was because both of us spent quite a while trying to get sound set up. So if the sound is not perfect, please bear with us because It's not easy. Kartek had done a better job of setting up than I had, because we'd done it different ways, and I ended up copying him. But yeah, it's not easy getting this sound stuff working.
Do I get any extra cash for that?
Yeah, you got an extra £5, didn't you?
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, that's fair, I suppose.
I think that's plenty for the moral support you provided as I watched videos on YouTube and Google things.
Hey, I sat quietly so you could get your levels right.
True, you did, and then you spoke when commanded.
Speak, boy. So what we got?
Have
3
you remembered to get a
passes.
thumbnail yet?
No. And you know what we forgot? No, I haven't. And you know what we forgot, don't you?
What's that?
What, them things at the store?
Oh yeah, we'll do that when we do the proper start. This
Yeah.
isn't the proper start, remember?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Someone forgot to push the talk button. This is bonus farming for those people that hung around and actually watched all of the setup and wanted to see us do some stuff. So, you know, there will be a proper start to the series next week from both of us. And if you didn't watch the first video, you won't know what I'm saying now, but you'll have missed us doing this bit.
That's very true.
But we'll just have to remember to remind people if they didn't watch the first video to go back and watch it.
I think we're going to do that throughout the series.
Well, definitely. And of course you need to go and watch both videos because, and particularly at the moment, they're very different experiences, I suspect.
Yeah. We'll leave that comment there.
I'm half wondering, although I'm probably getting close to my limit on time, as to whether I could get some fertilizer on here as well.
Now, you are just rubbing it in.
I don't think I am going to have time to do that.
Good.
But I am going to get this crop in the ground.
Not far behind, honest.
You've almost got the ploughing done.
Nearly there.
Yeah. I might just come over and watch you for a bit while you plant some crops. Or I could start ploughing the next field, I guess.
Yeah, feel free to spectate, no pressure.
I could commentate with my expert farming knowledge on the mistakes that you're making.
There are probably quite a few.
With my literal years of playing a video game.
Yeah, we're all experts, aren't we?
Oh yeah. I quite happily point out what you're doing wrong. Are you excited about the possible Kubota DLC?
Possible. I think it's near enough 100% certain that it is that, but yeah, I suppose. Be a bit different. See some orange tractors.
Yeah, I think they'd be quite. It's a different brand. They own Kverneland, so potentially we're going to get some more Kverneland stuff maybe, or some stuff branded as Kubota that looks like Kverneland. So
I did not know that. Oh, that could be interesting then.
yeah, they are a. I don't know all the details, and some of it was stuff that I was told yesterday, but they own quite a few other brands, I think. So you're potentially maybe looking at a big DLC with hopefully with lots of kit in it and stuff, rather than just a couple of really not very useful tractors. The Antonio Carrero.
Maybe it won't be such a disappointing pack this time.
Let's hope, hey. Let's hope.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever brought anything like a season pass, and so far, I'm pretty disappointed.
Yeah, I've not bothered really with them. Like you said about the Antonio Carrera pack, no real interest in it. There's people that love it, and it will suit some people, but I'm not one of those people at all.
Yeah, there are people that will pretend to be massively excited about it as well, because, you know, you've got to hype the giant stuff.
True.
With 19, I only brought DLCs when they came on offer on Steam, because I was quite late to starting to play that game, and so you could get them really, really dirt cheap.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that one.
Yeah, it won't work for me this time because I bought my game through Giants. You can't share them that way. But yeah, because I brought 19 through Steam, and then when they had a Steam sale on the DLCs, I brought the ones that I wanted.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. Okay. So, what we are going to do is we are going to go for soybeans. I haven't actually looked what Mr. Disturbed has put in, but I would imagine it's something very similar. So, let's get this on and in. I'm seeding.
I can see your Cocklinger.
It's blue. Team blue, yeah?
It's kind of sticking out like a bit of a, yeah.
Don't say it.
If YouTube are listening, that's Cocklinger, which is the brand.
Yeah, another K brand item.
Yeah, at least that one's different enough, hopefully.
Hopefully.
That whole thing was stupid as well. Good old YouTube.
I think you can see from if you ever have captions on a video that it doesn't actually pay attention to what's said. It's got to all be AI done.
Yeah, it's all going to be auto-generated, and I guess if the auto-generation thinks that it's that rather than the brand name, then maybe, yeah, I can understand why they might get upset. But it's a game about farming, and it's a genuine farming brand.
Exactly, yeah. You'd think as well, I don't know, I've not had it, but surely it would flag the video and then you can appeal it and actually talk to a person. But I don't know.
I assume they ended up talking to a person or emailing a person, but yeah, I think there was probably a lot of stress and a lot of uncertainty involved until that point.
Yeah, no, definitely.
The other thing that I've just thought of that I don't think we've agreed on is leasing.
No, we haven't mentioned it. I don't see a reason why not.
Cool.
As long as we
you're paying
set
for
a
it,
limit.
so
Yeah, set a limit, or
yeah, it's what, like 2 or 3 items.
Yeah, go for 3.
Yeah, cool.
Cool, nice one.
I think it a bit like so we haven't got it in yet, but we're going to add in the vehicle sale customizer mod, and the same kind of way, it just lets you use more variety of kit rather than us just both spending a month using this one little tractor.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think, although when it gets going, it's all right, but there may need to be an upgrade sooner rather than later. So yeah, the leasing and the vehicle sales will help.
Definitely. And then if you sell your one, I can buy it cheap and have two tractors. Did you forget to unmute again?
No, I don't think so on that one. Maybe.
Okay. I assumed you would react to me wanting to steal your tractor.
I might have done then. I might have pressed the wrong button. I did. I said that's not going to happen. I'm not letting you have it.
Ah,
This
see,
will stay on a rock somewhere out the way.
So I'm now doing what you attempted to start doing and do the monster field.
Oh yeah, I can see.
Which is actually going to be quite a big chunk of this land, more
Yeah.
than I thought. You like say it's not as wide as you think, is it?
No, it's quite. These plots actually are really good starting plots
They are.
because there's a load of trees on the next one along, so I've sort of managed to go along those and then come back round by the yard.
Yeah. So I actually thought I had more trees in the field than I am going to have to deal with.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, I think I am doing exactly what you started to do, which is probably completely stupid for the same reasons I said it was stupid for you to do it.
I
Particularly,
think you're gonna get there in the end. It's not going to be a quick job, is it?
no, and maybe it's something that you like you've done. You plough the whole outline and then you slowly turn it into a field.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's flexibility. That's
Yeah,
why I've done it.
because
Honest.
otherwise I've planted my crops the wrong way around. Otherwise, because the first field's got what is going to be my cash crop in it, and that's the smallest tiny field.
Oh, mind you,
It, sh-
I've done the same.
it should generate a reasonable bit of cash, I think.
Yeah, we are playing on easy too. Fingers crossed.
You copied my idea.
Did you just look what crop I was putting in?
Yeah.
I did say earlier that I think we've probably gone for the same one. It's the go-to cash crop, isn't it?
It is, and it is the with the kit that we've got, it's the most profitable option.
Yeah, definitely.
With playing on, what's basically easy mode, you've not got the drawback of the really long wait for a good price.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that we can just sell it whenever and get the best price. Oh no, we can't at the minute, can we? Ah,
Yeah, yeah,
it
you
hasn't.
can.
Has it evened out yet?
It instantly kicks in. What you
Yeah.
don't see, I suspect if you look now, you'll probably see no price fluctuation.
Let me have a look.
No, because it looks like you've run the map for a little while. But the prices will actually be right. It's just the graphs will be wrong until they've updated. So you will get the best price straight away. It's the or at least the next day. It's just the graphs don't update because the history is still the same.
Of course. Okay. Yeah. By the time we come to sell them, it'll have sorted itself out, I think.
Yeah, so we should be able to harvest these in October.
Us.
So you have a day of kind of an intermediate growth state and then a day of ready to harvest.
Okay.
Well,
It needs to be on a
no,
fertiliser then.
no, yeah, you don't. You have the crops don't wither, so you don't have a day of ready to harvest. They'll stay ready to harvest until you harvest them. But yeah, you need to be you need to be clued up on your fertilising because you've only got a little window to get the 2 states done.
Better pay attention then.
I'm thinking you weren't quite so nuts with the size of field. It's not massive, is it?
No, once you've done it, I think actually it fits quite nicely with the plot and the equipment. Because I
Yeah,
think we've got a
so
decent sized harvester. It's only what, 25-foot header, I think it was.
yeah, it's a 25 header. We've got a 6 metre seeder and an almost 6 metre plough. So actually, yeah, it's not crazy sizes, is it?
So
How much longer do you want to go for?
give it 10
Well,
minutes.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Nice one, cool.
That's going to be a hour and 20-minute-ish video, I guess.
Yeah, I think I did a bit of stop-start at the beginning, but
I've just let it run pretty much. I've stopped once to put a break in this file size, but
that's I've done constantly since I started ploughing, I think. So
yeah, same here. I paused it briefly to pick the plough up.
literally pick it up.
With the tractor.
Uh,
Not all of us are on steroids.
yeah, roid rage. I've got lights on. How about you?
Not yet. Not yet.
It must be lighter over your side.
I can see the street lights have come on in the middle.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I hadn't noticed that.
And the plan did work. We can actually see each other farm. Which is
Yeah,
quite
exactly. I didn't want it to be that we didn't want it to be that we were opposite sides of the map and never saw one another, and you wouldn't know that it was multiplayer. So I think that's working quite well so far.
Cool. Yeah, I think it is. It's quite cool. We had a minor moment of should we not use these plots of land? Should we use other ones so we can be even closer? But actually, I think it works quite well. And as said earlier, we're going to use the third farm to buy the middle plot of land so we can put in driveways and stuff if we want to.
Yeah, and I think then at least if neither of us are in there, we can't use it. So yeah, I think it's make the place look a bit tidier.
Yeah, I'll try. And my farm's not too messy yet.
Oh, I'll have to have a look at some point.
One thing I really dislike, or that I'm finding with multiplayer and using proper GPS, is it occasionally gets stuck and sends me flying across the map. Luckily, I'd lifted the plough because I went driving straight across my yard and nearly hit the shed.
Oh, yeah, that would have been an interesting setback, wouldn't it?
But at least it's free to repaint stuff at the moment, so
Yes, that's a fair point, yeah. Cover your mistakes.
they're not my mistakes. It's a feature of the mod.
I thought you were going to say they're our mistakes then.
I could blame you for not wanting to use VCA, I guess.
Never used it.
I do seem to be in the minority in terms of using that for a GPS. I think a lot of people maybe don't realise it has GPS built in.
I knew that, but I just, yeah, I think as soon as guidance steering or GPS came out, is it Wopster, is it?
Yep.
I just tagged onto that, and I think because I quite like that it's only three little icons, and it just keeps the screen cleaner. I don't know, that's maybe just my OCD.
Yeah, and the VCA one, you don't really get anything on. You only get a tiny bit on the actual HUD because it's got a separate menu, a bit like GPS, to set everything up.
Okay, yeah.
I swapped to it probably 6 months before FS22 came out in FS19, because I was going to go on someone else's multiplayer and they didn't have GPS, they had VCA.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Okay.
And so I learnt how to use it, and actually I really liked it.
yeah, I guess it's. I suppose what you get used to, isn't it? You know, same with brands of tractors, isn't it? People like different things and get used to how they perform or act or whatever, hitting walls and fences and stuff, like Fence
Yeah,
do.
yeah. I found that certain brands of tractor, and particularly when they're used and they've been lent to you, really like crashing into gates.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've seen that.
someone suggested I might need to get the gate fixed as well, but I
I
think it'll be
was,
fine.
yeah, I was contemplating that on Calmston about if you ever hit a wall or deduct an amount of money to repair it, but not that realistic.
No. Do you watch Saskatch Farmer? It's a Canadian dairy farmer on YouTube.
No.
Um, he was clearing out one. He was mucking out one of their cow sheds with a skid steer. And because of the layout of the alley, they just reversed straight back rather than turning around. And he slightly lost track of where he was and went full speeds into the concrete wall at the end in reverse. And they've had to have the wall rebuilt.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the skid steer survived and he survived, but the wall did not.
I suppose that's a good thing. That's last pass and seeding's done.
Awesome. I'll wrap up on this pass with the plough then and record a bit of an outro, and then I'll wander over and well, I guess we should do the outro together, maybe.
Yeah,
I'll,
sounds like a
I'll,
plan.
I'll wander over.
Okay, mate. See you in a
I'm,
minute.
I'm almost done on this pass.
Same. So that is our first little field of soybeans done. We'll get this back up to the top of the yard, and next time it'll be fertilising and ploughing, I think. Let's get it folded up and head up here and say ta-ra to Disturbed.
It's a long run over here, you know.
Oh, bless. I'll come to you next time.
Yeah, we'll have better options next time.
Ah, there you are.
So I think that was a pretty successful first video on here.
I'm going to just try and... There we go, turn to face you. Oh, that light's not
He's
good on
forgotten
that
again.
side. I forgot completely then.
I just hold the button down almost
Yeah,
permanently. It's
I was
which is
struggling.
really it's kind of good because it stops me messing with the mouse, so the camera's a bit more steady. Because normally I have a habit of twitching the mouse around.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh,
So yeah,
that's been good. I like that.
yeah, it seems to have worked. One video a week basically is the plan on a Sunday, assuming
Yep.
we both get them edited in time. And we'll see you next week, everyone, and we'll do a proper intro next week.
Yes, we will indeed.
Okay.
Cool. Right, I'll catch you later, mate. Take care.
Catch you next week. Bye.
See you, mate. So, that was really fun. I enjoyed that. It's probably been quite a long episode. I do apologise for that, but we wanted to show you us getting it set up and everything. So, I'll say ta-ra. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time on the Western Wilds.